Hello, this is Candyson here, and today we've got a series between me and Jason, or Babu Star 12. So, before I get into the series and all, I want to say how exciting of a series this was. Well played both parts, and I'm really happy to have played this series, and I'm even happier to bring it to y'all. So, be amazed by the series, and it's just well played both sides. And I mean, this is his first competitive Battle of the Mobile match, so he has a bit of a lack of experience, but he has a skill to make up for it, and it really shows that even though he has a lack of experience, we can still have a good series. So, starting off on Temple is normal, and what I'm trying to do here is just out-farm him, because I know that he's new, so I'm not expecting too much of exploiting, and you can see how much pinks he's sending, and I don't think he's used to the exact amount of exploiting here, but so I'm taking advantage of that and getting ahead in the farms early, and it really does start to pay off later, even though I'm not at a reasonable farm by then, but it's because I was playing super aggressive. But yeah, you can see here that I'm not playing too aggressive at all. Here I'm just trying to rid the road spikes, so that takes away a safety net, and he does leak a few lives, but that was more to rid the road spikes. And I understand I'm down in lives, but I'm relying on my ability to outplay him in the mid game to take this game, and I just feel very confident in that, so I'm using it to my advantage. So we both send leads here, and he does a very interesting lead and Regrow white mix, and it is smart. So what that does is it interferes with the triple darts, and it regrow farms Regrow whites if you don't have that Juggernaut up in time, and it can really cause some problems. So that was a very interesting rush, but you can see now that I'm up a 1-0 farm. Yeah, we're tied actually now, but that's a thing that I was up around $3,000, so I have a huge advantage in the farms right now, and about to get up that 4-2 farm. So yes, I'm showing the advantage. Still a late farm, but nonetheless a farm. I got my 4-2 farm before he did. So he's trying to exploit the fact that he's trying to get me to use my battle energy there, and I realized that I didn't need battle energy there, thankfully, because that would have left me wide open for a good secondary attack. But yeah, so he gets up his 4-2 farm, so, or 4-0 right now, and the eco is actually pretty close, so I'm actually saving up to do round 20 rush here, and take advantage of the fact that he'll have to sell his farms, and so he sells all his farms there. So I'm saying this to force him, or try and force him to get up a ground 0, which he gets it up, but he doesn't use it. So now I wait until he sells the ground 0, then send Moabs at him, and he's starting to panic, and you can tell that he should just be getting Super Monkey fan clubs, but instead he's ground 0ing it. And he finally realizes to get the Super Monkey fan club, but he is so far behind in the money that I don't think it's going to make a huge difference now. But he sends a ZOMG back at me, so he's out of money, just about. And this was where I started to derp a little, and he just Super Monkey fan clubbed it. Very easy on his part, but very well played on his part as well. And so I realized I need a last-ditch effort, so I send that, and he dies. So, very good first game, very close, and very intense. So, we've got Pumpkin Patch for the second map, and I decided to play a little twist here. I decided to go Eco. And playing with how the first game was, I realized that his playstyle I could go Eco against. On this map at least, and some playstyles I would never go eco against, on here at least, But his, yes. And nothing bad against him, but it's just how his playstyle is. And after that first match, I understood his playstyle, so I took advantage of that in my thinking on how I was going to play this match. So I had my plan all thought out beforehand, and we'll see how this works out. So both of us no lives lost so far, and I'm more worried about getting my eco up rather than exploiting him. Plus he has the 2 sets of road spikes there, and playing safe. So I'm not expecting either of us to lose lives anytime soon. So it's gonna be tough. If one of us leaks lives, or well, if I leak lives, I don't think I'll be able to kill him. But if he leaks lives, I have a good chance. And if we tie, then it comes down to whoever can exploit the other the best. And that's very tough on this map with how long it is. And you can see I tried to do a tiny exploit there, but didn't work out, and got myself up around 550 eco right now. So decent, but if I did this again, I probably would go for more eco. So you can see that I'm about to get the Juggernaut. I said a little more eco, so you can see that I could have gone more eco early on. And sending these Rigor leads, hopefully going to take advantage of the fact that he does not have the Juggernaut up. But let's see, does he leak any there? He doesn't. So show my ace to try and deter any rush. And I'm going to go up for an Operation Dartstorm with that. Oh, well, here I just hit the Battle Energy. So that was easy defended. So now I have to get the Operation Dartstorm if I am to defend a secondary rush. And he doesn't send one, but I probably would have defended it just fine. And I have my Battle Energy back now, so it'd be a waste. So you can see that he's getting up a late farm because he had to play safe. Because he realizes this is a no lives lost map. And I realize this also. So we're both playing safe. And both of our ecos are pretty low. You can see I only have 800 eco. And I start to get a little greedy. And he doesn't take advantage of this. All the fact that I did feel confident the entire time in my ability to defend. So we'll see if he decides to exploit on round 20, maybe 22. And you can see I have a nice saved up cash there, and you see I'm playing very greedy versus him. And he's not sending any round 20 rush. So I save up just enough to where I will have enough for the sabotage in time. And I think, yeah, I have my hidden ninja up there. So I have just enough to where, like, 1 eco boost and I have a sabotage. And then it becomes super easy to defend, because you have so much time to build up money. So you can see I'm saving up a tiny bit because 22. Still feeling pretty confident, but if he were to win all out ZOMG there, I may have died. But then again, I would have had ground 0, so I would just taken the ZOMGs down to BFBs and then ground 0'd it. But I was playing very greedy, so I may not have had enough money. And you can see, keeping around 10k saved up now. Just enough to where, if he did surprise rush, I could defend it. And still get as much eco as I want. And I was sending blacks, so it'd be a tiny bit easier to save up. Because I'd be losing money with pinks. So I wanted to save up as well. And I switched to pinks now. So that is very good. And we'll see when he decides to rush. It is going late game. Both tied at 150 lives. So we'll see if someone can leak, cause the other person to leak. And this is gonna be a good one, I think. Well, of course I think. I've played the game before, but I just had a feeling before I even played it that this was gonna be a good ending, because he has all that money from farms, and if we reach round 38, it's a tie. So if it's a tie, then I choose Battle Park, and that means I win the series. So I don't think he realized that, but he knows he thinks he has to kill me anyway, and I'm trying to make it to where he still has to defend himself. So my plan here is to let him rush and then counter rush. So he wastes some of his money and then he doesn't have enough to defend after he's gone all out on the ZOMGs. And I stopped at 3,500 eco there. Was playing pretty safe, so my eco wasn't that high. Or played safe the early game. I played pretty greedy from the 20 to 22 range. But now I'm just waiting for him to rush and then waiting for the right moment to counterattack. And we'll see how that goes out. I'm pretty sure he's about to send his UMG. I don't remember exactly. Oh, you see I had to activate my Super Monkey fan club there, sadly. And yes, he's sending the ZOMG. So, this is where it starts to get good. And so, I'm using my 4th tower as a SPAC-3 to my advantage. Which, I'm thankful I got that as a 4th tower. And honestly, if I didn't get that, I still think I'd be fine. I could just ninja spam for the ZOMGs. But with this, I have Spike Storm. So, still a plus. And you can see how many ZOMGs he's sending. So, will I be able to defend this? It's going to be a tough one. Because I only have 3,500 eco, so I can't spam ground zeros that fast. And even Spike Storms I can't spam that fast. So I'd be very cautious on my ability spam, while still saving up enough money to counter rush. Because I do need to counter rush him. So, we'll see how that pans out. And he sent in a lot of ZOMGs. So yeah, we're both still at 150 lives. And this is a very close one, actually. And remember, at the start of round 38, it's a tie, provided one of us doesn't leak. And it doesn't look like either of us is going to leak. So, I decided to turn up the music a bit here, and that's just to bring up the intensity of how this gets, because this gets better. You can see I'm sending my ZOMG, and look at all these ZOMGs on my screen. So, the only plus side is I have Sabotage, he doesn't. So, we'll see if he can take, or if I can defend this. I'm down to 2k eco, so I don't have that much eco. And, you see, they're getting close there, and the ZOMGs are actually getting pretty far, but they're just barely getting taken down. So, this is anyone's game right now, and we still got round 37 to go after this. So, if one of us messes up in the defending, someone will die, but we'll see if, because no one's going to stall this out. I just don't see that happening, and, or I might be able to, but that's my only rush, and that is, so he's brought down to BFBs, so he could just ground zero the rest of this rush, and I decided to send some fast cooldown Moabs, and he ground zeros it, and the Moabs don't all get taken down, and that is the GG. Very nice series played, very well played both parts, really glad I played that. So, hope y'all enjoyed, and see you on the next one.